Okay, so this kind of ties in with the gray swan event we talked about before. The previous gray swan event was the Chinese stock market spillover, Chinese stock market crash spillover, which kind of spanned like 8 months. But from that, we're gonna focus on the particular black swan event of the U.S. stock market flash crash on August 24th, 2015. Okay, so on this date, the Dow Jones plummeted 1,000 points, over 1,000 points during the day. It was triggered by fears of Chinese economic slowdown and surprise yuan devaluation impact on the U.S. stock market. Okay, the S&P 500 on that day fell almost 4% within the day, and then that triggered circuit breakers, which halted trading. That's kind of crazy. Uh, so ETFs like SPY faced that. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Anytime circuit breakers get triggered, that's kind of nuts. Okay, so the Dow Jones, it dropped um, up to 1,000 points on that day, but when the market closed, it was down 600 points. But volatility persisted, I guess, after the market closed. And the VIX, which measures market fear, got up to 40, which is high. Okay, so why is this a black swan event? Well, it was unforeseeable because the China slowdown was a known risk. Um, Yuan's 2% devaluation. Okay, so the yuan, while the China slowdown was a known risk, the yuan's 2% devaluation and its rapid impact on the U.S. market was not anticipated. Um, it's also a black swan event. So it's black swan event because it was unforeseeable, it was unpredictable, and also second, it had an extreme impact. The intraday drop exposed vulnerabilities in ETF structures and high frequency trading, causing $1 trillion in global sell offs. So I guess that day, the stock markets around the world lost $1 trillion. Retrospective predictability. Okay, when you look back, okay, post event, analysts blame China's opaque policies and market mechanics, but the scale was unexpected. Okay, so this is not explicitly labeled a black swan event, but its suddenness and its systemic shock align with someone's criteria of a black swan event. Um, okay, so here I changed the date to right before the that what do they call it? Right before the flash crash. Okay, so the flash crash happened on, you see, like here, August 24th, Monday, August 24th. Okay, and so so as you can see here, the S&P bull and hedge is dominating, and let me see. About a month later, um, in the S&P 500 and the other two strats, VinX and Nasdaq X, um, there's not much differentiation. So that's 1 month later. Let's go 2 months later. 2 months later. 2 months later, VinX is starting to differentiate itself, but Nasdaq X is still down in the dumps, actually below S&P 500. And then let's go 3 months later. 3 months later, VinX is you know slowly differentiating itself from S&P 500. Nasdaq X is still down in the dumps. Let's go 3 months later, around Christmas. Same general trend. Okay. VanEck really hasn't put too much separation between it and S&P 500. But let's go. Was it 4 months later? Okay. Yeah, so here you can see VinX is starting to differentiate itself from S&P 500, while Nasdaq X is still down in the dumps. Okay, so how does that? So I don't think I'll change it much. I think I'll keep it like that because I've seen other instances where Nasdaq X does really well, and Nasdaq X, um, its Kalmar ratio and its Sharpe ratio are really good. So as of now, I'll keep it like that.